All right, we'll get into it. Let's see. What to even talk about? Looks like we're bleeding out. We looked pretty good yesterday in pre-market, or sorry, in the futures trading. Not really much to, jeez, not really much. Okay, jeez, not much really to really talk about, but you can see it's. Just, I mean, there's just the Bears are still there right now. I think that's the. I think I don't want to say the Bulls are exhausted, but maybe some reality check that too much too quickly, not enough juice really, especially not enough in the headlines, right? So all the big earnings kind of went out, everything that was kind of leading the market. There's not too much juice left. There's a few names to go, and maybe that can bridge us to the next earnings season, but I think everybody's just getting to that time of year where it's just like we got to take it easy. So here we are. Market doesn't look great overall, but let's take a look at some individual tickers in the portfolios. I posted that PACB and ESPR look pretty good. TSVT is holding up pretty well. Still struggling to really hold above this downtrend rate. I mean, this is it's just like when the bullish side of it, which is it gets out and then it stays above, but then for some reason it finds its way back down, and then when it tries to get back out again, it struggles. So that's where we're at again. We'll see what happens. She's really probably got to get about halfway above this, preferably above the 200-day EMA and finish above the 200-day EMA. Hold that. I mean, I guess it's holding this RSI trend, which is positive, but it's too messy right now. You might want to just wait for it to break above the high, at least of this formation, or the formation, maybe the high down here. So close to $7 per share to really feel some, things are turning around. I mean, that would be another example of a higher low as well. So that would be positive, nice and powerful. What's going on outside here? Anyway, anybody getting beat down this morning? Not really. Watching ACAD again. She's below her buy threshold, but I see this. So I'm waiting for that to break. Oh, gotta put the monthly on there. Sorry. Let's see where that. I mean, this is what I say about this, which is there's the story. The story. All these stories always take hits, right? They're all their growth. Everything's not looking. I mean, this, higher low, breaking below the formation. Kind of get that. I guess double head and shoulder type of setup is usually kind of a double bottom setup here. It's going to get interesting. It has to hold basically right here and break out soon, which I don't think it will, but. If it wants to really have any sort of shot of really coming back and making a reversal at any time. But I think the setup is too negative. So I'm holding off, but there's a good, if it really wants to drop back down to buy one or buy two, I hate to say I'll be reluctant just because at this point I've made it, and my conviction level is still strong. So I wouldn't mind reloading again, but then I think the next time up through the sell targets, I'll probably really just try to extract that and just really, I mean, at that point I'd be exhausted of ACAD. Sometimes I just like, psychologically, I just like really taking winners and putting it to rest for a while. But you have to think to yourself, why should that matter? You're consistently. How long is that? Has that even been on? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna get moving on this. I'm sorry if the guys didn't hear any of that really. So my guys are pretty much the same still. I'm gonna probably move up. Let's see. Yeah, Pac B's probably gonna be a leader here again, and ESPR. It looks really good. Bioreactor. Anybody really moving out that we need to make note of? Not really, right? Well, let's. What do you look like? Not strong, but she's gonna struggle to get over what 2-4, yeah, 150. Anybody else? Oh yeah, you guys don't look good at all. Yikes. That's interesting to note. So OGN's probably gonna be worth noting here because it obviously would have to get above this anchored VWAP, but she got above this one. She's above the 200-day EMA. Still a breakout from this. Still sitting there right on top of the 200-day EMA, right below $18. Really, honestly, if she gets back up above 1830, might be worth it. I feel like she probably needs one more test down here, but I wouldn't want to do it now. I would like for it to kind of just sit out here, move away, kind of run out the clock with this trend, allowing it to come lower at some point, but away from this downtrend. Or she pops up and then comes back down. Who knows? But at some point, I think she needs to retest this downtrend and bounce off it with conviction. Get kind of like a slow, comes down, hits it, but then when she hits it, she rockets up. Which tells you that she's done. She's, people are just waiting for that confirmation, really, to see if she's doesn't want to reacquire the downtrend. And once there's a solid bounce, people step in. Bayer getting hit again? What happened to you? Oh, she failed to hold again. Look at this. She was up and she got slammed down. All right. Anyway, I'll end it there. If you guys have any questions, tickers you want me to take a look at, I found IKT. That's an interesting one to follow. Nice big pipeline, plus getting into later stages there. Just really under the radar. Just one of those unfortunate tickers that got IPO'd in the middle of, I guess, the pandemic, and just really not really having the pipeline that was hot, with filled products and programs that were directed towards that. So they kind of got beat down. So that might be an opportunity. I'll take a look at it.